Should be live. Now I need to start recording as well. There we go. And we're recording. Okay. New setup through Restream instead of through Twitch, but I should be live on Twitch. So first I'm going on YouTube. I'm live over here. And what else? There we go. And I see a button with my chat. Yep, someone. Apparently through Twitch. Yep. So I'm closing that down. The internet is still not that great. Live through YouTube. Let me check. Let me check. Yep. Those who noticed it, I changed the schedule mention on my Twitch page. Oh, there's still a plus. Oh wait, that's the restream thingy. Because well, I'm always late, so I made it. It's going to start between 12:30 and 9, or 8:30 and 9 p.m. Just a bit more honesty. No, I don't need this. I need this. But my internet is still iffy, which means that if I do drop, I notice it's just nothing I can't fix. So there's no need to mention it. Just be patient and I'll be back as soon as possible. Currently you can't really see all the, there's a whole menu above here, but that's not really needed that much. First of all, cat news. Currently the cat is not feeling that great. I have two options what it might be. In the end, there's not much we can do, just make him as comfortable as possible. We'll keep an eye on him. He had a good day yesterday and the past week, so this is just a downer again. But who knows for how long. Might be over tomorrow again. Who knows? Editing. I did an episode yesterday and today. Oh. If you heard that hum, nothing to worry. That's just our heating system that's heating up. Let's see. Tomorrow I plan to do a bit more editing. Hopefully 2 episodes, maybe 3, because that means it's the end of the book and then all I have left are the extras. Let's see. And I also want to do some cooking and I need the oven for that and I want to be near the oven. So that just means I need to be downstairs. So tomorrow is going to be editing day. Groceries as well. And Thursday, if all goes well, and that's a big if all goes well, I plan to do a full day of streaming. But I can't promise it. If my cat, I want to be near my cat, I'm going to be near my cat. If a parcel is going to be delivered, I need to be downstairs for at least a little while. So that will probably be my lunch break then anyway. But I do plan to do a lot of editing. No. Digital arting, cover book 7. And I will split the streams. So that means after about an hour, I'm gonna stop the stream and restart it. Just like my cross streams, because that makes it a lot easier for me to whatchamacallit, to publish it, to make speed streams. It just makes it a lot easier. Other news, well, we had Fantasy Fest, and I will be honest, I will not deny it, but it was a wonderful weekend. Financially, it was also socially a wonderful weekend, but we had, well, it's about 1.75 of last year. So it was really a good run. So thank you all who bought for me. I only have about 5 swords left of all the ones I designed. So those will be going along to the new one, and then I'll make about, well, maybe 10 more swords. Don't know just yet. It's February is the new Fantasy Fest. I still have to sign up. So that will be done later, but I'm assuming I'll be heading that way. The little bags I made um, with the branding, like my web address on it and this big stamp and all, were really handy and really fun to give. So I'll be making more of those. Let's see. I think that was pretty much all that I'm willing to share because of privacy reasons and all. And I don't want to brag, because that's what I dislike about certain YouTubers, that they go tell about 15, 20 minutes about how great they were, how many. And I'm just, no, I'm very thankful of all the people who visited me. So that's all about Fancy Fest. If you have questions, feel free to ask them. And let's get started with the penny. I already saved the number. Where's my dot? I missed my dot. Wait, that's my wrong screen. I also found out that in book 6, I'm using a title that I also used in book 5, which partly sucks because I tried to avoid it, but hey, it happened. So I'm also going to do that with my translation. I'm going to match the titles and see if anyone notices it. I still need to start on my Christmas cards, but at least I have an idea, and that's actually quite easy. I don't need a title just yet, so. This can be smaller. Yeah, my Christmas cards are a bit easier in that I need to draw it once. And then we can just print it off. And if our cat doesn't make it that long, it's a way that I can easily change it. Does require some handwork, but it's an easy changeable design, even if it's already printed. And I wanted to be with my cat today because he wasn't feeling well. So I just took my painting work, the 3D printing painting work, and brought it inside the house. It was a lot warmer, so that's nice. And currently, what I'm doing is I'm first going to do all the skin tones. And I use about 6 different skin tones, which is basic most of the characters. And I have a few that have a darker skin tone, but I'll do that later. And yes, I noticed that a lot of my characters are pale and Caucasian. I am well aware. But most of these characters were designed when I was a lot younger and wasn't that aware of diversity. I have a lot of mini jars right now, but I can always use them. So feel free to give me more if you want to. Underlined, bold, only if you want to. Okay, this is a bit reverse arting, and I don't really like that. This needs to be a bit higher. Does this make sense? I don't think it does, but okay. This needs to be a bit closer by because the arm is a bit too long. I also saw a kingfisher Monday. Couldn't take a picture because the kingfisher hit in the tree. Okay, it is probably dislodging body, so and this needs to be straight. It's a bit getting used to that my chat is now on the right instead of the left. And those who watch my Facebook, notice that our mall, it's not a very big mall, but it's pretty much all basic necessities and a lot of clothes, now has a dinosaur exposition. It's not beautiful. They claim is a life-size T-Rex, and I was like, even I'm probably bigger than a T-Rex. There are plushies. You know, I love dinosaurs. It was one of my first obsessions, and it keeps on coming back every once in a while. So I'm okay with it. Also, I have no idea why there's a woolly mammoth and a saber-toothed tiger alongside with a triceratops and a T-Rex, because those four I don't think lived in the same era. Okay, now I need to do some perspective, and you know how great I am at perspective. And for those who haven't heard it yet, the pool where I usually teach suddenly sprung a leak. So, yeah, the pool is kinda empty at the moment. No, this doesn't make sense because this needs to be lower. This is about the water level. And here's the stairway. Let's see if I can make something funny of this. Okay, just need to move it over now. It never happened in my lifetime, as far as I can remember. At least the pool being having a leak. I also had to teach in a museum last week, which was a lot of fun, per usual. And it was also twice as fun because it turned out that the kids I was teaching, well, it was pretty much a home. I don't know the thuiswedstrijd, but then in English. Can't remember the word at the moment. Yes, I think it's a home game also as well. I also got notification from the public library in my town that it's now possible for authors from my town to host a book presentation. They offer the space, but everything else you need to do yourself. So promotions, inviting guests, setting up. They just, well, they pretty much only offer the room, which is enough, by the way. So maybe I'll use that one day in the future. I don't think it's very useful for now at this moment. But maybe if Penny Part 6 will appear. And of course, there has to be availability. I mean, if someone else already has it, then it's pointless. But oh, there's a hideous hand. Hideous hand. Usually I take the other side, so that's easier for me. That's a lot better. And considering I plan to do cover work on Thursday, I probably won't be doing any cover work in this stream. Probably do some 3D printing. And I don't think that in this miniature vacation of mine, I'll have time to 3D print. But maybe I have 2 weeks in November. Right now, I'm currently just painting, taking care of my cat, cleaning up Fantasy Fest, and trying to relax a little bit. Oh, and of course, editing my my sex novel. Hydrate. I made a beginning with organizing my stamps, which I have a lot of. I'm probably going to fully organize it. First of all, I need a spot to put them in because I currently have 4 binders in use, and they're all stuffed to the brim, and there's still a few coming. I have to check for doubles because I already found another one. And all my duplicates will be sold, except the ones that I actually, for example, there was a pair of wings that I had doubles, and then one I can cut and the other I can keep as a set, so those are very important to keep, but all the others will be sold. So yeah, I still have priorities, and new 3D printing is not one of the priorities at the moment. Um, Besides, my new 3D printer actually is a lot faster than the old one, so and I found out that the Amazing Digital Circus has a Dutch dub, and I was like, I'm gonna check that out. Those dubs are usually very horrendous, so let's check. I actually like the Dutch dub better than the English version. So now every time a new episode comes, which is not that often, so that makes it easier, I'm just gonna watch it first in English and then in Dutch. Because I can. And I also want to start planning, so not actually working just yet, planning the audiobook of episode 1, because of the art that needs planning, and I need to do some recording. First of all, I need to do some tests, and those tests will probably have to be sent to some people to listen. Like, is this interesting to listen to? um, Music is going to be an issue because well, I'm not a musician. Okay, that's going to be done differently. There we go. Let's do this and then do this, and at least it's all the same layer. uh, Delete. And I am going to change the story very minimally when it comes to the audiobook, because I know I can't act. I've tried it, I've imagined it, but I simply cannot act. So then I'm not gonna do it. So whenever there's a story like a scream written, I'm just gonna write, and she screamed very loudly. Something like that. I'll do my best to make it interesting, but don't expect miracles. Okay, and now we can. And let's see, then I want to use some effects while I'm at it. There we go. That was not the one I wanted. I needed this one. So immediately I'm gonna lock that just in case. Just in case. It was very fun, by the way, because I met someone at Fantasy Fest who was using sign language. And it turns out that a couple of letters I did wrong, but that's what you get when you have to learn it from a sheet and no guidance. They actually apologized for correcting me, and I was like, no, I'm asking you to correct me, so please correct me. And it was very fun. Learn a lot from it. I already know that there are various dialects, so not all symbols are the same everywhere. And they didn't know all the signs I knew either, which wasn't much, by the way, but you know. And yes, they are at the pool in their normal clothes because they're allowed to watch, but not allowed to swim. And whenever I see an empty pool, I think it was a Law and Order episode, not sure, about a girl who made her final jump into an empty pool, if you catch my drift. And that was both beautiful and haunting and scary and sad. It was so many emotions at that one little scene. So whoever wrote that, it was a scene done in complete silence. That's a very good question, by the way, in chat. Hmm. This pose is not working when they're so high behind. This needs to be a lot lower. Then it makes a lot more sense. Well, the pool is empty anyway. Hmm. Not the way I intended it, but it works. Penny and Smilejan are very in sync today. I was also very happy that the dinosaur exposition was still being built when I stumbled across it. Because that meant no little children who want to take their pictures with the dinosaurs, or, well, there was one, by the way, but. So I could take some nice pictures. Mm-hmm. That hand makes no sense. That's better. Well, we actually don't know where the water is going. Is there still space underneath that pool? Or is it just ground? And now went into the ground? We don't know. Quite some hand coloring that needs to be done. Okay, where's the snipping tool here? Go away. Clear memory. Let's see. It was dark blue. And now I need to make it still dark blue, but less. And because of the chemicals, it's a bit of a blue pool. But actually, everything else is pretty much white. There we go. And let's do the final thing, and then we'll go hand coloring. I think the only way we'd know for sure if we just ask them what's underneath there. And if I'm in the pool again, And I see someone employee who's not running around, I can always ask. But they're probably running around at the moment, and I don't want to make things even harder for them. Someone, by the way, asked me for a expected release date for the audiobook and how often. I have no idea just yet. I'm probably underestimating it because I always underestimate things. And I still have other projects. After book 7 has been released, I want to try and release the books as ebooks. And if it goes as fast as they claim it goes, then I'm probably gonna try to release a book a month just to spread the costs a bit and time. Maybe once every 2 months. And because that does mean 14 books, Dutch and English. And the audiobook is lower on that list. But it might be a nice side project. Unless it is an immense amount of work and nobody listens to it. And I do want to release both the English and the Dutch version at the same time with the audiobook. Because you know, it's the same art, the same music. It's just a different language, which I happen to speak both. I also have a different reason for doing it in Dutch as well, because there are a certain few people who said they don't like to read. So that way they no longer have an excuse. But even if it goes super fast, then I also need to make the art for each episode. And that too takes time. Technically, I could make like a little doodle and bam, art. You know, I want to do it right. Pay attention to it. Show what I can. Okay, and now these doodles, because that is going to bother me. And of course, the stairs. First I'm gonna copy this layer for shading. And my dream is that eventually in the at the end of each episode or whatever's, I can do 1 or 2 art pieces. I still have a few old art pieces, so maybe I can use a few of those, but I don't want it to be too spoilery. And most of the fan art I received can be quite spoilery. So I think that my rules, quotation marks, for fan art is going to be, if you want the fan art to be included, it either needs to be about a previous episode or very generic art, including alternate universe art. This one needs to be done separately. And I have someone who cosplayed as Narako episode 1. So I think I'm gonna ask that person. They're not available at the moment, so I can't ask it straight away. If I can include a picture of Narako, the one she cosplayed, at the end of the video. She did a lot of Forever Young fan art, both pictures and art. It's gonna be a bit grayish. And then the inside the pool. By the way, I have not seen the pool just yet, and I don't know if I'm allowed to see it. Could be they just closed it off because of nosy people who all want to see how a pool is empty. And let's see, I want to add these as well. And this is yellow, but I need to make it a bit darker because it's all going to be lightened. So I know this is way too yellow. Well, I think this is what we're gonna get. Well, in an hour. It does help if you know what you need to draw, want to draw. And the viewers who noticed it, I added a little bit of art over here because of privacy reasons, because I sometimes get a pop-up. And I don't like the pop-up. And I don't like it when they break off words. And this first balloon is bothering me. So it's text check time. And let's move it over here so you can see it a bit better. Thank you for text check. 2 OKs and 1 off screen. 6 people watching. Wow. Considering not the entire team is present. Hmm. There's a mysterious extra viewer. Wait. Someone is watching through YouTube and Twitch at the same time? Because then it counts as 2, by the way, I think. Okay. Well, the other one is watching offline, so I can open the text file. Let's see. Yeah, that's. I'm checking some grammar. Now, first we're gonna save and now back. And technically, I'm not even watching on Twitch or YouTube. Ta-da. I'm not saying that. And if I ever make a typo in the date, don't worry. The date is not the part that's being published. That's just for me. My archive. Well, what do we think of this? By the way, at Fenty Fishy Fest, someone bought Penny Part 5 for a friend who lives in the same city. So I hope that person will like it. Well, And while this text is being checked by people off screen, I'm just gonna first check something in Clip Studio Paint. And I know I still need to make the banner, so don't worry about that. I'm just gonna do this. And someone suggested something. Pencil. Just a standard pencil. Texture. Drawing paper. Okay, I already like this a lot better. Opacity. Someone advised me set. No color mixing. And what's the difference with this? Okay. No spraying, stroke. Brush shape. And how do I add this? Okay, I can't really add this. Okay. Raise correction. Sharp angles. I don't think I need stabilization. Okay. So now if I have a smaller one. I need to cough. I'm overworking it. But this is pretty much the pencil setting I was looking for. Okay, can I save this? Save all settings as default. Well, sure. Do you want to replace the existing device and save the current setting as a default? Can I just duplicate subtool? And then homemade. Okay. Then the homemade should have these settings. Save as default. And then the normal pencil. If I reset these to default, are a lot different, a lot more grainy. Okay, so hopefully, still need to work with it. And then maybe, for example, I don't think I'm going to use this for the cover, but I did want a sketchy style for the Moederdag book. I'm just going to do this because I can. Opacity a bit higher. So maybe this works for the Moederdag. So then I can create Moederdag as well. So, okay, so the art is very wonky and weird. This is something I need to get used to, but if I zoom out, it is pretty much the texture I'm looking for. So, so I did my pencil test. I have my homemade pencil, saved it, so hopefully it works. We did RB. This one can be deleted because I don't need that. Wait, I didn't do that? Oh, well, now I can do twice. So, where is the other one I have? Oh, wait, maybe that's still over here. Duplicate layer to the top. There we go. So we're gonna do this one. Meet Starleen. Starleen Ocean, also known as Kitty Ocean's twin sister. They're identical twins. And, well, she made her hair shorter eventually at the end, or whatever you want to call it. And where Kitty Ocean has the courage, Starleen has the brains. Kitty Ocean, the character for the record. Also, thank you for the compliment. So, good evening to you too. The character Kitty Ocean is very impulsive, headstrong, stubborn. Well, stubborn. Starleen Ocean is also very stubborn. So this is the design for the 3D print, and I think that's supposed to come in the coming year. Starleen is also... Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong layer again. Why do I keep on doing that? Why are there even wrong layers in this file? That is a joke. I'm just being an very not smart person. That's a bit too much. Okay, redo. Starleen is both into science and fashion. I actually don't know what Starleen became when she grew up, because I know that the character Kitty Ocean became a marine biologist. Words. And Starleen is just super smart. She can become anything she wants. So she's part of the musical soldiers. We did RB last week, who was a musical genius. We already did Cam, and Cam is an athletic genius. And I actually have no idea if Rocket Stevo is also a genius. He probably is, in his own way, keeping the team together. Downside, I can't really see much, so the downside is that my Clip Studio Paint layers and preview screen, which I know because it's real size, are over my stream, my preview. Should I do those lines underneath? I mean, I can do them, but they would be like weird lines. I think I'm gonna omit the lines. If you want to use them, create them, you can do it yourself when you have the file. Because this way you can also pretend it's she's wearing leggings. When it comes to colors, RB Reenie Bubbles is all about blue, Cam is all about purple, and Starleen Star is all about pink. I did give them different colors once. I just can't remember. I gave Cam blue. That's actually the only one I colored. And it means RB was pink and Star was purple then. Okay, so that's the basic line art done. Now to do the eyes. Because different layer in the hopes it prints a different layer, but half of the time it doesn't for some odd reason, and I can't figure out the reason why. And I already created coins for RB and Star, so that's a lot easier. New layer behind all. Select the outside. And then a light. And whoop. Okay. PNG. Then I need to see my OBS studio. I need my barre de privacy. That's the gray bar you see on top now. And let's see. Let's see. I was looking for this one. And because of privacy, you can't really see everything. And is that also the case on OBS? Yes. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see, where is star? Okay. Extrude, centimeters, height 100, depth 3. I always forget that. Invert output. Enable smoothing. I think this was everything. And for some reason the invert output is not working. Okay. We need to redo that. This site doesn't work if you don't have all the ads. Wait, I think I remember what I did. This needs to be on white. So hopefully now it works. Let's see, any holes? No holes. Fingers, I need to redo fingers. Eyes are on the same layer as everything else. So it's just the fingers that I need to redo. Ah! Well done, well done. That's a new record. Well, my best record is not having to do anything and just doing it right from the get-go. I like how some people say gecko. I hope this is enough already, because that would save me quite some more time. And this is just the tedious work. Nope. Fingers didn't work. Need to redo those again. You always need to exaggerate those. Oh, tongue twister for me. To make it look good on the print. So if you're like, those are very big fingers right now. Wait, how was the other hand, by the way? Never checked the other hand. Okay, so that does it. Okay. Reshape, yes. Yes. And again. That tinkering is what takes the most time. And I really dislike these commercials because the game never looks like that. I once had a commercial say, "Are you tired of all those ads promising games and not delivering?" And I was like, "Yeah, but you're like those games. You don't deliver either. You are a match-free game and you're pretending to be a pin game." Okay, so maybe one finger? Yes, the final finger. One moment. Vladimir Laag. So even more. So she has a very thick finger. And this site only makes height maps, or whatever you want to call it. So it's still 2D. It doesn't turn it suddenly into 3D, but it turns my work into a paintable coloring blank. See, now we have that finger. So that looks nice. And then download STL. Because I don't think RB is still here indeed. So let's start a Bamboo Lab because that takes a long while. There we go. This I can save as, and then that's actually a very, very wonky star. I think I'm gonna fix that. I don't really like that. So yeah, I just did it and now I'm just gonna fix it again because I never noticed how wonky the star is. And I'm not talking about the character in this case. That's a lot better. So I just closed the screen and now I need to return. Where is he? Where is he? So we had a drop of connection. So you can be deleted, by the way. And while we wait, let's hydrate. Centimeters, height 100, depth 3, extrude, invert output, white, and enable smoothing. Double check. Yep. And save as STL. Now I'm gonna save as Studio Paint. By the way, that star in her belly is very pokey annoying. So, yeah, wonderful. Because then we put a star over here. And while we're at it, let's put RB over here. And then you can print these. And I do have Chem as well. So Rocket Steve I don't have yet. So, but I do have Chem. So Chem. And this is Chem. She's a bit bigger drawn, but if you make her the same height, it all fits together. I made extras for Chem. Her ring and a console because she's a gamer. Well, I don't think RB and Star get other extras except their rings. So maybe I'll include those with her soldier form. Their soldier form. I mean, science. If you really want to, you can. Let's see. Science. Where do I have the science? You can always add these 4-star if you really want to. But RB, yeah, she'd have a violin. I'm not gonna do a violin. And good evening to you as well. I don't really want to create extras for RB because then it would feel like something you must do, and that's not really quality-wise best. Which size are you? If I uniform scale you to 100, and then not universal scale 3, you are uniform scale 100, not universal scale 3. I told you, not universal scale 3. And then Starling with her uniform scale 100 and not uniform scale 3. And then these girls are pretty much the same size. Cam was drawn a lot earlier, that's how you see the faces. But yeah, this is how you can print them. And Cam has already been printed, needs to be painted, and these two girls still need to be printed. First of all, let's put the gals in here. And delete the file because I did this now. I still have plenty of characters to draw before I can start sketching again. But at least we're one step further. And even if I all printed, I still need to organize this huge mess. Okay, so let's rename them because I think the coins have the same name as the characters, and that's not going to end well. I'm not very good at organizing files, so that's probably going to take a while. Probably going to look them up each time. So yeah, that's the 3D printing part, which I'm not gonna do right now. I think I'm gonna call it a day for today. How long have I been streaming? Almost 2 hours. I know that's not long in streaming world, but it is long for me. Hereby the reminder that if all goes, oh yeah, thumbnail, yeah, I would have noticed that because I haven't sent it yet. If all goes well, I do plan to make my streaming day this Thursday, but I cannot guarantee it because I have a very sick cat and that gets priority no matter what. And if I do have a package underway, then I need to be downstairs for a while. There we go. Didn't even save the comic file yet. So yeah, that's what I did today. So first day, I hope to stream most of the day. Can't make a complete promise, but at least I try. Sunday crash stream is still cancelled at the moment because just too many things going on. But perhaps next Sunday I'll do a stream again. Just follow me on YouTube, follow me on Twitch, and you get notified whatever. You know the drill. I don't have to tell you how these things work, and otherwise just follow my social media. It was crowded for me anyway. I mean, usually I have about 4 or 5 people watching, and currently I have 8. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I really enjoyed seeing the new people, and no, I noticed they come from YouTube. So I'm still very new to the YouTube streaming. I use Restream because I can stream at Twitch and YouTube. No idea who I am. Yeah, of course, I understand that. I mean, I'm just a weird woman from the Netherlands who has a weekly Dutch webcomic, which I stream, and I'm also an author, and I plan to work on the book cover this Thursday if anything goes right. And I want to start early and I want to finish late. So I want to have about 8 hours of stream, and I plan to take small breaks every hour. So it makes it easier to cut it into speed streams for me. And yeah, we'll just do whatever we can. Maybe I'll use a different VTuber then because I can. And it's about the book cover, so the penny character is not really for the book character. But yeah, I'll see who I'll see. And nice meeting you, all new ones. Bye bye. Right, this was Livestream, so it had a different shutdown button. I can do this. One moment. Where is it? There it is. Bye bye.